Welcome to Integrity Academy's short-term personalized class 1 workshop. Introduction, I will be your facilitator. My name is Jaco Herbst. I'm an advanced facilitator. I've got more than 10 years experience in facilitation. Please email me at jaco@iilearn.co.za with all your questions. I will reply with answers in order for you to be able to understand the information. And remember, I am here to help and to assist you. So the content we are going to discuss is Class 1.1 Accident and Health Policy, Class 1.2 Liability Policy, Class 1.3 Miscellaneous Policy, Class 1.4 Motor Policy, Class 1.5 Property Policy, Class 1.6 Transportation Policy, and Class 1.7 Short-Term Reinsurance Policy. Disclaimer. Due to the fact that we need to cover the different classes of business as per Board Notice 194 of 2017, in this section, personal lines, you will notice that there is also a slight overlap with commercial lines product types. We are endeavor to just cover the basics briefly. The reason being, if you only concentrate on personal lines and come into contact with clients needing more advanced cover, you can refer them to the person specializing in commercial lines products. So, introduction, the class of business. Class of business industry classification, and this is a definition that you also should need to know. So the definition of class of business is an industry classification of insurance products according to the perils insured and the exposure. The purpose of classifying the insurance business is to group homogeneous risks for purposes of rate development. Unlike product training, class of business training includes training on product features, including the typical fee structures and the suitability of different products or features for different types of clients. Class of business training also looks at the impact of current events on these products. Current events are not limited to technology, socio-economic, socio-political, and legislative changes. There's different things that can have impact on class of business products. And you're going to look into that as well. So when you look at subclass 1.1, accident and health policy. The definition, accident and health policy, it's a contract in terms of which an insurer, in return for a premium, undertakes to provide the policy benefits if a disability event, a health event, or death event contemplated in the contract as a risk occurs. Such policy may not offer other benefits other than stated a sum of money, nor may it encroach on the business of medical schemes as described in the Medical Schemes Act, Act number 72 of 1967, the MSCA, the Medical Schemes Act. In other words, the definition is that it's an insurer that promises to pay you out for a premium, but they can only cover what is said in the documents and not other benefits. Personal accident insurance. There are a number of products that fall under the accident and health insurance policy class, including personal accidents, accidental death, hospital cash plans, and income protection cover. So what is the definition of an accident? An accident is an unexpected and unintentional event. You didn't expect it, it was not your intent. Caused by violent or external and visible means, commonly leading to injury and or resulting in hospitalization, disablement, or death following an accident. Okay, so an accident, it's basically, yeah, it's unexpected. You're driving in your car to work, and smack bang poof, somebody drives into you. It's unexpected. It's unintentional, maybe caused by a violent or an external like the other vehicle, and it's visible. The car is damaged, and it's commonly leading to injury, maybe a whiplash or a headache or some kind of injury, broken arm, broken leg, and then maybe it ended up in hospitalization. You have to go to hospital to get a broken arm fixed or a broken leg fixed, or disabled, or sometimes death. So when you need to learn these definitions, think of, for instance, a car accident, or you're riding your bicycle and you drive over a little small stone in the road and you fell from your bicycle, and you break your arm. It's unexpected, unintentional, and it's visible. You got the broken arm, and you ended up in hospital. So I would say that would be the three main things. So description of a personal accident cover. Accidents can happen at any time. Personal accident insurance is designed to provide financial help if you have become disabled, hospitalized, injured, or in the event of death from an accident. Remember, personal accident insurance is not meant to replace medical aid, as it only pays in terms of very specific incidents occurring as set out in the policy terms. Okay. Not covered by personal accident cover. The following things are not covered by personal accident cover, and please, you need to know them. If your injuries are a result of sickness or disease, that's not a personal accident. If you deliberately or recklessly expose yourself to danger, cliff diving, or jumping from an aeroplane with a parachute or whatever, dangerous activities. If your injuries are sustained while you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs, if your injuries are self-inflicted, or if you attempt to commit suicide, those people that cut themselves and stuff like that, we do get it, people that get the kick out of it, cut themselves, do some injury to their bodies. If your injuries are sustained while you're committing or attempting to commit a crime, age limits, for example, the policy wouldn't cover you when you reach the age of 75. If you participate in war or riots, etc. If your injuries are a result of stress fractures, sprains and strains, a non-accidental related hospitalization. So if it's not an accident, in other words, it was on purpose, and a death as a result of natural causes. Natural cause, we all know that we're going to die someday, so that's not an accident, that's a given fact. You're going to die of natural causes one day, all of us. Okay, what will be covered under accident cover? With personal accident cover, you pay a monthly premium and you will receive a cash payment if you have an accident, are hospitalized, or receive serious injury during the policy term. The cover also helps to ensure your family are provided for if you have a fatal accident. So fatal accident means you die, there's death involved, and then there will be some cash money available for your family. Check your policy carefully. This will spell out what's covered and what's not covered. Different policies have different benefits, different structures. This one will pay for that, but not for that. And the other one will pay for something else and not for this, etc. So make sure you get the right policy for yourself. Personal accident policy excesses and exclusions. Exclusions or personal accident policies vary from one insurer to the next and may include self-inflicted injury. So hospitalization, there's two types of hospitalizations. The one is disablement or death as a result of a hazardous pursuit. You may be doing dangerous sports like race car drivers. That's what you do on weekends. And now you're disabled because of a car crash in that motor race at Kyalami, wherever. So yeah, and you're hospitalized, or hospitalization when there's a disablement or death as a result of alcohol and drug abuse. Non-accident related hospitalizations. So this was not an accident like an illness. An illness is not seen as an accident. So disablement as a result of pre-existing conditions. So maybe you get a stroke or a heart attack and now you're disabled. So yes, that's also, but that's a non-accident hospitalization. And death due to suicide or natural causes. Health insurance. Now we all know there's a difference between health insurance and medical aid. Health insurance is a hospital cash plan and is not a medical scheme and does not substitute for medical scheme memberships. So there's a difference. Cash is paid out by the insurance, can be utilized for any expense incurred by the insured of the insured's family, whereas a medical scheme is used to compensate for medical expenses only. So if you want to take it like this, medical schemes, they pay out the hospitalization and the fees, and you walk out there, no cash, no money, but at least your hospital is paid. Hospital cash plan is not a medical scheme. They will not pay the hospital, they're going to pay you the cash. You pay the bills at the hospital, and whatever is left is money in your pocket. That's the difference between the two. The main product under the health insurance policy banner is referred to as a hospital benefit plan or a hospital cash plan. This insurance compensates and insured for each day of a hospital stay, whether due to accident or illness, at an agreed daily benefits rate and a limited time period. Cover can be bought for the insured only or for the insured spouse and elected family members. Most hospital plans do not require medical tests to support underwriting, but the insurer will still need to know the age, your height, your weight, your occupation, as well as a range of other factors such as previous injury or illness, current health, previous surgical procedures, and chronic illness or dread disease. That's the end of this part.